Hey everybody, it's Denise from Denise McDonald Fitness. I'm back with a different subject today. This week I'm kind of sharing some tips from this book that I really like. If you saw my blog yesterday, this is a book that I read a couple of years ago. It's called The Eat Clean Diet Recharge by Toscarino. And I refer back to it a lot because I feel like it has some pretty good tips on not only healthy eating, clean eating, but also some other tips on how to take care of yourself, especially as we age, which we don't like to admit that we're doing. But the topic that I kind of wanted to cover today, because I've actually been noticing it more, unfortunately, of myself, is my skin is changing a lot. And I don't know if you guys are noticing that too, but I feel like it's I don't want to say drying up, but it's just getting a lot looser. It doesn't feel as firm. I'm noticing it in different parts that I don't even really want to think about, but it's funny. I was walking by this storefront the other day and I had a little skirt on when it was really warm out, and I was looking at my legs and I was like, those don't even look like my legs. I'm like, what is up with that? And it kind of has that like little dimpling effect, like little pot marks, little effect, and I was like, whoa. I mean, I literally did a double take. I'm like, okay, what is up with that? And I don't know whether it's because we really haven't been wearing shorts all winter, but like as we age, and those of us that have gone through menopause, like our skin is totally different now that we don't have estrogen, and now that our collagen is lower, and that's just what's happening. So I'm noticing those changes. And, I don't know, give me likes if you're noticing that too. Some of you girls are too young on here to be doing that, but believe me, it's coming. But, I remember, they talk about, I've been doing some research on it, they talk about genetics, like look at your mother, look at your grandmother, even your father, like what was their skin like? And I know this is something that I always remember from my grandmother. She lived with us for years. She lived with us for like 10 years when we were growing up. And every Saturday night, I used to go to her apartment and we would watch the Lawrence Welk show and play rummy. And I used to sit on the couch with her, and she had this turkey neck. Like the skin, it was just flat, but it was so soft. And I just would sit there and rub her neck. And I just remember that all the time. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to have a turkey neck. Like, I need to do something about this. So that just, I thought of that today when I saw that term come up about loose skin. And the other thing that I notice a lot too is, and I mean, I'm trying to have my great triceps and my biceps here, but I call it the nana flab. You just have this flab that, even though I'm doing tricep push-ups and all this stuff, I think it's just something that's somewhat inevitable and we just have to live with it. But what I did was, so I did some research and just posted some tips in my blog. So I'll post that a little bit later and you guys can check that out if you have interest in that. But I don't really mention any of like cosmetic surgical stuff. I mean, I don't know if I'm ready for any of that. I'm not ready for any of that stuff yet, but I know that some people are and they like to go that route. I know there's some creams too, like for cellulite. I don't know if anyone's tried anything that they've had success with. Hit me up. I'd be curious to know about that. But I'd like to just do it naturally, and I think a big part of trying to keep your skin in the best tone that it can be, and obviously I feel like this is inevitable that it might happen, but obviously nutrition is a huge part of it, and exercise and hydration and sunscreen and all that kind of stuff. So, if you feel like you're finding that kind of part of your life is happening too, and you don't like what you're seeing, check out my blog. I put an article in there too that I thought was interesting. So, just something I wanted to share today. I hope I'm not the only one that's noticing this. I actually even took a picture in my mirror today when I was working out in my basement, because I was like fixated on my legs because I kept seeing like these little fat deposits, and I was like, what is up with that? So I posted that picture in my blog. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's just something that it just starts to happen. I know. You know what? I think, hi Andrea, I mean, I think we have to realize that our skin protects us. It's the biggest organ in our body. It heals ourselves when we get cut. I mean, it really takes care of us. It helps us sweat, helps us be cool. Inevitably, it helps us, the skin stretch out when we have our babies, and it goes back. It doesn't go back sometimes all the way that we'd like to, but it's something that I feel like, you know what, if we can be confident in our skin and just feel healthy inside and out, then I think we're doing good. So those are some tips I just wanted to share. Thank you guys for hopping on. If there's anything you want me to look into or cover for you, or something you guys are struggling with, message me and I'd love to talk about that too. So, all right, I'll be back with another topic tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a great night and live your best life. Take care. Bye.